The political landscape of Anambra State is set for a fierce and high-stakes battle as the state prepares for its upcoming governorship election. At the heart of this contest stands the incumbent governor, Professor Charles Soludo, whose tenure has seen massive strides in infrastructural developments, youth empowerment, free education, and boisterous security, all hallmarks of his administration's commitment to rebuilding the state. From expansive road networks to a palpable push for economic revitalization, Soludo's impact is visible across Anambra, earning him significant support. However, the race is far from decided. Honorable Pyrrich Obianyo, candidate-elect of the African Democratic Congress, has vowed to wrest power from the incumbent, citing a determination to bring his own vision for the state's future. This contest will not only be a clash of ideologies, but also a contest of wills. Soludo's impressive track record faces stiff opposition from both Nicolas Okochukwu's All Progressives Congress, the ruling party at the national level, and the emerging third force led by George Mohalo's Labour Party, which is backed by the influential Peter Obi. Yet, despite the overwhelming evidence of Soludo's governance, success, and the powerful forces aligned against him, Obianyo remains steadfast in his conviction that victory is within his grasp. As the election draws near, the battle for Anambra's future promises to be one of the most fiercely contested and consequential in recent memory. In this connection, Honorable Obianyo made a daring comment which reflected his determination to overthrow the incumbent government. He revealed his mind frame to Diaspora Digital Media after securing the party's ticket unopposed in the primary election held on Tuesday. When asked what his thoughts were on ADC's prominence in Anambra, the candidate alluded to the Labour Party's initial state of oblivion and subsequent ascendancy to popularity following Peter Obi's defection to the party in 2022. Honorable Obianyo then revealed that in a short course of time, powerful political forces would be unveiled in the party that would successfully battle major political parties both at national and subnational levels. Secondly, defending the idea of a state chairman being elected the candidate of the party, Honorable Obianyo said that his election did not violate any known law and was based on capability. He noted that having served in leadership positions, such as state chairmanship of the Nigeria Labour Congress, what mattered were the personality and the competence involved. Further, speaking on the security establishment of the current Anambra state government, Honorable Obianyo described the progress as short-lived. He said that the Agone Chamber outfit would turn out to be monsters in the future as the government failed to adopt technological approaches to insecurity in the state. Also, he expressed fears that Agone Chamber might be used for selfish interest by the state government. Okay, sir, may we know your name?
Okay, I'm Comrade Pyrrich Obianyo.
We believe that you are the party's candidate.
Yes, of course, by the special grace of God. I'm today the candidate of ADC for the coming governorship election.
So how do you feel having been elected by the members of this party?
I mean, I'm overwhelmed because this is a dream come true. As a matter of fact, even coming under the decision of ADC, platform of ADC, because I have been a keen watcher and a follower of this party, and its ideas and the rest of them has actually made me kind of have a level of, love with the party. I mean, the character of the party, its ideologies and what have you, actually attracted me to the party. And today I'm happy that I have been made, elected as the flag bearer of the party for the contest of for the upcoming governorship election.
But do you believe that ADC has the potentials against the backdrop of other political heavyweights like APGA, PDP, APC, and Labour Party? So what are the chances of victory for ADC?
If you talk about heavyweights, let me just use Labour Party as an example. Labour Party was a no party, you remember, when eventually P2B came in. And what I'm trying to tell you today is that what is coming in ADC will really be a surprise to everybody. So ADC has all potentials to win this election. And let us not forget so easily that ADC was the third force in this country before Labour Party came on. If you go and Google it, both the votes gotten from the entire elections that has so far been done in this country, ADC had always ran third. The only thing is that you see, we are just praying that we shall come alive. I mean, the electoral, this will be up and doing, and let the votes count. I believe that what we have, the potentials we have, that will sweep the poll come November 2025. I'm very definite about that.
Some people will be have some misgivings about the fact that the state chairman of a party has suddenly turned to be the party's candidate. What do you think will be the impression of the masses?
This is not an issue of impression. It's an issue of capability. I mean, let me say, I know as it were that I have held so many state decisions in this very country, in this particular state. Therefore, ADC chairman turning to become there's nothing against that. I don't think anything is wrong about that. What matters is the personality that is involved, what the potentials the person have, and the person's capability, and what he can do. I mean, deliver good governance. I think that is the most important thing. Provide the necessary leadership that will push, at least better the lot of the masses. I think that is one of the basic things that should be needed in any person that is a leader. And I don't think that I have failed in that direction, in whatever positions I have held. It is just a very clear thing. So I am optimistic that people, and just let me tell you, say what people will think. One thing you cannot stop people from doing is to think. People must always hold their opinions. And the opinions does not actually matter so much. Because even if, no matter what, people must always hold certain opinion about you, about what you're doing. But what matters is what is in you. What are you capable of doing? I think that is the most important thing. Do you understand the dynamics of the movement, of leadership, and how to deliver? Yeah, let me just say it now. There was something I just actually forgot because I intended to end up everything because I've seen that a lot of people were already tired. So there is an issue of security that I did not touch, and it is just as well I point it out. Here in Anambra State, let us take note of what I'm saying today. And this is what I actually intend to do if I become the governor of the state. It is in terms of the security of it. If you recall, this state was even heading towards a situation where everything was in shambles. You no longer sleep with both eyes closed. And even when you are going out, you are not even sure you will come back to your house because of kidnappings and the rest of them. But suddenly, due to certain altercations and what have you, suddenly came this issue of Agunet Chamba and the rest of them. And everything seemed to be now quite, all these criminalism tend to reduce. But let me tell you one thing. The foundation, I want to point it out. Just go and note what I'm saying today. The foundation of that particular security is not sound as far as I'm concerned. Because it's only, if you see it as a victory, it's a Pyrrich victory. Because I'm foreseeing a situation where in days to come, those security outfits will turn to become a monster. We must evolve a system, a technological driven, and of course, intelligence gathering for us to be able to secure ourselves very well. When you involve non-state actors in security matters and you see them carrying guns and doing whatever they are doing, at the end of the day, they may not continue to be there. And you discover that you have only ended up in doing what? Grooming a monster. That is the way I look at it. So personally, as an individual, in as much as currently there appears to be a reduced, criminal, criminal acts, but then to me it is temporary. You have not actually addressed the fundamental reason, and that was something I said: employment for the youths, and then of course evolving a more sustainable and grounded security architecture that will help, that will help our state be a free place.
I appreciate your time, so thank you very much.
Recently, in January 2025, the ADC formed a historic alliance with the Coalition for the Protection of Democracy, a formidable political group which sprang from the heels of the 2023 presidential election. The alliance was aimed to mobilize thousands of Nigerians across the 36 states of the Federation into the party with a view to transforming it into an unchallengeable force in national and subnational elections. Following this coalition, the ADC secured a first major reinforcement with the defection of hundreds of Labour Party members in some Nigerian states, including Anambra State and Kaduna State. The African Democratic Congress is one of the most stable political parties in Nigeria, founded in 2005 with the mission of re-engineering the country's political system. The party's core values include promoting transparency, accountability, and inclusivity for women, youth, and persons with disabilities. These values are reflected in its guiding principles, which emphasize the importance of handshake, patriotism, leadership, equity, inclusion, knowledge, transparency, accountability, and diversity. The ADC has a rich history of participating in Nigerian presidential elections with varying degrees of success. In 2007, Pyrrich secured 50,849 votes, ranking 4th. 4 years later, Reverend Peter Uchenna Nwangu garnered 51,682 votes, placing 8th. In 2015, Dr. Mani Ibrahim Ahmed obtained 29,666 votes, ranking 7th. The party's performance improved in 2019 with Obadiah May Lafia securing 97,874 votes and placing 4th. In 2023, Dumebi Kashiku was elected as the party's presidential candidate. The ADC has a structured leadership system with the National Chairman, Board of Trustees, and the National Working Committee. The party also has state chapters, such as the Akwa Ibom State Chapter, which focuses on local issues and community development. This organizational structure enables the party to effectively promote its values and principles at both national and local levels. The African Democratic Congress is a significant player in Nigeria's political landscape, committed to promoting democracy, transparency, and accountability. With its organizational structure and commitment to core values, the party aims to make a positive impact on the country's future.
I had to be touching him because he's already the governor of Anambra. Having led Nigerian Labour Congress in Anambra State and fought to a standstill, a very hard liner that is a bit of as governor of Anambra State there. You will know that there's somebody in this room. You may be looking at him as a very fragile human being, but what is inside of him is a liar. Give him a round of applause. My ears are not bigger than yours. Yes, sir. You had it. Proposals, propositions, programs, projects, and is a keen observer of the environment. seeing all that is happening around our members. If you want him to lead the African Democratic Congress, ADC, in the November 8, 2025 governorship election in Anambra State, say aye. Aye. Again, say no. The ayes have it. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to present to you the governorship candidate of African Democratic. The glory of God, this is the man that God will use to transform Anambra State. And with the powers bestowed on me as the returning officer of this primary election of African Democratic Congress, I declare him elected. To our governorship candidate, to fly this flag into our government house. ADC.